Hello and welcome back to Hearthstone. My name's Lumin and right now we're going to jump into our collection manager here. We're going to modify Juniper Special Volume 1 a little and then we're going to play a quick game with it. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to modify it enough to make things interesting because I only have 100 Arcane Dust. Now, I'm all for disenchanting a couple of the expert cards that I've got that I would never use because there are a couple that I wouldn't use. Like the Angry Chicken. That's a rare. It'll give me 20 extra Arcane Dust. Things like the Mad Bomber. I don't think I'd use that. Shield Bearer, maybe. Probably keep that. I might even use the Mana Wraith, so I'll probably keep that as well. But because this isn't my account, it's still beta. The cards are probably going to be wiped at some point anyway. I don't have a big objection to disenchanting some of these. You know, as much as I like the Angry Chicken, I don't see myself using it anytime soon, so I might disenchant that, get an extra 20 from it. Just do it. Oh, it's sad to see you go, buddy. It is so sad to see you go. What? What is this? Thank you! Oh, thank you! Oh, I did not expect that. Oh, now I've got enough. Yes! Ooh, let's get to crafting. So, what I want to remove from my deck is one or two of these creatures that don't really fit. So the Elven Archers are out. That's the first duo that I want out of the deck. Then I would obviously absolutely love to add something like, let's just set it to all cards quickly, something like this to my deck. But there's no way I'm going to be crafting this anytime soon. 1,600. You know, if this was my own account, or if it was on the EU beta or whatever, I would have bought card packs already, and the chances are good I would have got a couple of legendaries by this point. Or I would have had enough Arcane Dust extra to craft this, but I can't buy card packs. It's not my account, so that's it. But this is one of my dream cards at the moment, so I will get it at some point. Other than it, though, I did also want the little mages that reduced your spell's cost. I think they're actually mage cards. These ones. They're kind of good. I'm not sure if I want to get them out now. Like, as in if I want to craft them right now instead of the other stuff. Because I want to put Ice Lance and Cone of Cold in my deck. So let's first craft another Cone of Cold. Create it. Look at that. Wow. Big fan of the crafting and obviously the card art. Imagine how cool that's gonna look in its golden form. Can I look at it? Hold on. Golden cards. Oh, look at the animations. I mean, you can't see it properly with a silly blue shade over it. But it is already quite impressive. Where's Cone of Cold? Ah, look at it. It sends shivers down my spine. I can't wait. I can't wait to get myself a fully golden deck. I realize that's kind of far off, but these cards are beautiful. They really are. Oh, and I want to make a secret deck as well. Because Counterspell is one thing that I just love. I love the idea of Counterspell and Vaporize. These safety nets are really nice to have in your deck. I was even thinking of throwing a Counterspell or two into this, but for the most part, I think the deck will survive without it. It's got a whole bunch of other stuff to deal with, you know, that kind of thing. I was also considering taking something out and throwing Flamestrike in. So maybe we take Stormpike Commandos out and put Flamestrike in there. I'm removing a lot of my creatures now, but I think I'll be able to do enough damage with the spells alone to drive this deck to victory. Now, others that I am considering removing are the Rifleman. And, you know, I'm going to keep the Water Elementals mainly because of Ice Lance, which is going into the deck in a moment. So let's craft the other Ice Lance. Create it. Welcome. Welcome to my collection, second Ice Lance. These are going in. Now, there's also Frost Nova, which is really good. Where is Frost Nova? Do I have it? There we go. Frost Nova is a possibility. Because freezing unit seems good, but I think that's the one that I'd put in at the very end. Way lost. I wouldn't mind getting Archmage Antonidas into my deck at some point as well. That's obviously a dream that's not quite as close as I'd like it to be, but at some point. And Blizzard. I envy the people, the players out there that have all these cards at their disposal. I'd be able to make such an amazing deck. For now, we'll make do with what we have. So, is the Rifleman going to be removed? Yes, it's out. You're out of here. Now we've got 2 more spaces, and it's looking a lot more magey already, because we've only got the spells, the spell power, the disables, and then a couple of creatures. Well, only the water elementals, actually, that don't give spell power, but they also freeze. So they'll help with Ice Lancers. And, you know, keeping up the disabling and delaying and shutting down theme of the deck. Pyroblast, also kind of keen for that. How much does it cost? 8. Man. Now the question on my mind is, do I push to get Frost Nova in there? Do I put maybe the Mana Worms in? Because I'm going to be casting a lot of spells. Or do I instead get the Sorcerer's Apprentices? They're kind of cheap. I can get 2 of them immediately. And they're going to help out a lot. So maybe we go for that. Because I don't want to be too light on creatures. And although they would be targets, once again, they would help out immensely. So let's say that we are putting the Water Elementals in instead of Frost Nova. I know they're not really comparable, but they both provide that extra freeze. Except the Water Elemental ends up being more useful in that it can take a bit of damage and deal a bit of damage by itself as well. I can't rely solely on spells. I can rely largely on spells, but not solely on spells. So now it's between the Mana Worm, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, and I was even considering going for something like Counterspell. But you know what? I think I'll put Counterspell in my deck when I start putting things like legendaries in. So I can pop a legendary down, pop a Counterspell down, and be sure that it'll stick. I can't wait to make a proper secret deck. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. That's also sending shivers down my spine. As much as I want Blizzard, that's not going to happen right now, too expensive. It's a really good card though. Really, really good. Now I think that I sort of just made the calculations up in my head. I think that it makes more sense going for something other than the Sorcerer's Apprentice, mainly because most of my spells are reasonably cheap already. So let's have a look at the neutral creatures to see if there's anything there that would work. Or here, I guess, that would help out. Look at that. Secret Keeper. I want to make a secret deck at some point. I also want to make a stealth deck. I have such an interesting idea for a stealth deck. I'm not going to spoil it though, because that's going to be its own video at some point. The point is probably only going to be all the way in the distant future when I've got access to the EU beta, when that actually starts up. Then I will tell you all about it, because it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't get this. Is this a joke card? Mad Addict. It's kind of good as well. A 3/3 for 2. Well, a potential 3/3 for 2. Don't need that. I don't know. There was another one that I kind of liked the look of, which was the Mana Wraith. Made minions cost more. But because I actually have a couple of minions in here, that doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense going for it. And you know, I don't think that any of these are going to work. Give adjacent minion spell power +1. Wow. Huh. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Is there anything else that I need here? Silence. Old Murkai. Huh. Drawing a card, spell power +1. That's a decent card, I guess. But it's going to cost me way too much to get. You know, for 5... I don't have anything that costs 5 in my deck right now. That would be perfect. Absolutely amazing. Sadly, though, it's not going to happen. What a pity. So is it going to be Frost Nova? I guess we could give it a try. Oh! Oh, hey! I didn't put Cone of Cold in. So is that it? Are we done? I can't believe I just messed that up so hard. I think we're done. I think we're going to give it a try like this. It's looking solid to me. And we're going to hope for the best. Now, I think this is going to be our very first ranked game as well. So we're going to switch that over to ranked. And we're going to try our luck. I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous, because this is an incredibly solid deck. But I am. Maybe I get some sort of reward for playing and potentially winning my first ranked game. That could be a thing. Maid. Hey, buddy. Hey. You better not be a mage.
Jaina versus
Aha.
Valera.
Watch your back.
You asked for it.
This is a terrible opening hand. But I'm going to keep those two. Give me something good. Give me something early game, please. What? That's terrible. Oh, goodness. Man, what a bad start. I should have dropped all of them. I really should have.
One kill.
Well, there you go. I got something to spend my mana on. In the next turn. Perfect. Perfect. And then after that I can play Dalaran Mage. And I suppose that'll get the ball rolling. The ball that is the annoying rogue. Rogues always have something super cheap to take care of creatures. That is the worst creature in the game. Why? I wish I could tell this person. Let's just greet him.
Hello.
Tell him not to use the raptor. It's terrible. There are so many better cards than that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy.
I'm sorry.
That's so rude. Let's get this out.
I am master of magic.
Jeez Louise. Aggressive little lady. Isn't she? 7 damage. That's actually ridiculous, isn't it? Think about it. One card that deals 7 damage on the 4th turn. Goodness.
I hope you like my invention.
Why the coin? I wonder. Why the coin before seeing the card that was
I hope you
drawn?
like my invention.
Oh, to play 2 of them. Okay. That's kind of clever, I guess. Huh? What is this? A 0 mana card. Well, geez Louise. Fine. Am I going to play the Water Elemental? I get the feeling that that's the best idea. I can't. Just cast everything you've got on it. Go ahead. I don't even care. I'm actually okay. I can take a bit of damage early on, as long as I keep the important cards in my hand. And stay focused.
I wonder.
That's actually one thing I was talking about to Eileen before, is that I did so well in an arena run that I didn't record because I didn't have to do the commentary on top of the thinking and considering what needs to be done next. It's kind of difficult. It's difficult doing all of this on the fly. I'll get used to it though.
I wonder.
Oh! Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm very sorry. Man, that was so rude of me. Oh, I didn't have anything to do. Man, let's smack the vines. Dagger Mastery, okay. I wonder if Mr. Rogue here is going to be slightly more aggressive. Oh, he is. I like the fact that he's spending so much, or expending so much energy to do damage to me so early on. But little does he know my power lies in the late game anyway. Little does he know. Now I'm kind of tempted to draw cards instead of attack. I could do that and hope I get something slightly cheaper to, say, disable what he's got. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. That's slightly cheaper. That, however, is not. Let's finish this one off. Because why not? Let's get this out. I hope that that's going to look like a target to my opponent. I hope that he's going to throw both of these at that one to take it down. I mean, he could potentially just throw them both at the water elemental and use his weapon as well. Or he could do that. Sinister Strike. The thing with all these cheap cards
For the king!
in the Rogue's arsenal is that they end up being... they end up working against you because you spend them all so quickly. Look at him sitting with only 2 cards and me with this handful of cards. Look at that. That's crazy. Now, I'm up at 6, so on the next turn I could potentially Flame Strike, which I think would be overkill in this situation. So instead, I'll take this guy out first and foremost. Or maybe I should start thinking of using the Fireball. This is tough. Or maybe the Ogre Magi needs to come out. Because he could potentially have something like Sap ready and waiting. And I don't want to take the chance of taking too much more damage. So Archmage, which will cost all my mana, or the Ogre Magi, and one of these. I could do 1 damage over there. Let's just take that out first. Great. Then, let's do the Ogre Magi. That's it. That's the best idea. And do 1 damage to one of these 2. So I can pick it off in the next turn. Or if he plays more than 1 creature now, I could Flame Strike in the next turn. This is interesting. I wonder what he's got. I'm waiting for a sap. Those charging minions are tough to deal with. And he's just going straight for me. I feel like that's going to be his downfall. The fact that he's ignoring everything I've got out on the field. Because any second now, I'm just going to shut it all down. I'm going to kill everything out there. So, this might be it. Might be time to Flame Strike. Could be considered a waste. I realize that. But he's already played 2 of these Stormwind Knights, so the chances he's got another Charger, kind of slim. And I have another one of these where this came from. So maybe I should do it. It is, however, all my mana. Yes, okay, I'm doing it. I need to clear the board. I need to start doing some damage. There you go. Now he can't even attack in the next turn. I like it. That worked out better than I thought. So if he's got something that buffs his weapon up, it's not going to help him at all. Not in the least. I think this is it. I think this is the turning point, and this is where my deck is going to start working. I was waiting for the sap, you see? And it doesn't even matter. I don't care. Play your sap. I don't even care about that either. Wow. Okay. Now, I think I need to strike some fear into his heart. That's what I gotta do. I'd love to pick up a Taunter right now. And the fear is gonna come in the form of... Let's see. So that costs 4. That'll leave me with 4 left.
What to do?
Another Water Elemental? To freeze her again? I don't know. I wouldn't mind getting the spell power out as well. So instead of doing damage to my opponent right now, I'm going to try get a couple of bigger creatures in. And they're going to be... Yes, the Archmage. Oh wait, can I get 2, 6, 7, 8, 9 just out of range? Man, that sucks. Okay, so it's going to be the Water Elemental. and the Ogre Magi. That's what I'm doing here. That's my play. And I'm happy with it. Can do 2 damage with his weapon right now. It's not going to be enough to kill me. Could have a charger, I guess. No. No, he doesn't. Clever play once again, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I wonder. Is he going to go for the minion? It's going straight for me. Huh. Frostbolt. That makes me so happy. Gonna freeze Valera now. 9. So I can do that along with Frostbolt. This is it.
What to do?
It's time to make my move. Oh, or I could get 1 spell power there.
Master of magics.
1 spell power here. Oh my goodness. And still play Frostbolt. Wow. This is so bad. How much damage is doing? 6 damage. What? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. The end is nigh. Your death is fast approaching. Still no taunters, though. I still have no taunters.
That Arclight's banner.
But he has no answer. Not yet, at least. There's also the ability called Vanish that would return them all to my hand. I guess I'm waiting for that. Not enough. Not enough. I think he's dead in the next turn.
My magic will tear you apart.
Yes. It works exactly as intended. This is an amazing deck. 9 damage? You're joking. Get out of here. Get out of here with your 9 damage. Oh, and it's actually going to be 10 damage. Got 4 left after this. 10 damage? Wow. Dude. Dude, that's gotta suck. And that's that. Well played. Well played, buddy.
Played.
This was an incredibly rough game. I had a rocky start and all that. But I gotta say that the power of the deck, it's definitely visible. It's there. It's exactly what I wanted from this deck. I like it. No complaints. It's working as intended. I think that with a better hand, the game would have been much more one-sided in my favor. It really would have. Because at the start, I got so much expensive stuff. I didn't see my mirror images. I didn't get Cone of Cold till much later. I didn't get Frostbolts. It was a rough start. But it turned out to work out well enough in the end. So there you go. That's going to be it for this episode. Check back here soon for more. If you have any ideas for amazingly cool decks I could make on a budget, then let me know. Wouldn't mind trying them out at some point. The chances are my next set of videos is probably going to be another arena run. I might play another one off camera, tonight even, just for fun, a bit of enjoyment, and to get a couple of extra packs to open, some more arcane dust. Who knows what other rewards await. But, check back here soon for more. Most importantly though, happy witnessing the true power of Juniper Special Volume 1. The Mage deck. Happy that.